This week on Sailing Sweet Ruca.
Think this is okay?
What's wrong?
The squall?
First thing we need to do is tear up all the cushions. I feel like that thing really is going back and forth on its anchor. Yeah, I want to circumnavigate. I want to check that box, but...
Hey everyone! We're Sweet Ruca and we're here to sail around the world via Cape Horn and the Cape of Good Hope. I'm Kate, and this is Curtis and Roxy the dog. We're racers, turned cruisers, and we are ready to do some serious sailing. So click subscribe and come along for the ride.
Resting on the myth of all of the stories of me.
We set sail from Roan Island, where we cleaned the bottom and had some beach time, to the small island of Carriacou, with only a population of 8,000. We had never heard of the island and had no idea what to expect. Pop-up squalls were possible, but we couldn't pass up the wonderful breeze and wind direction.
Just left Roan Island, which is right back behind us over here, and we're headed to Carriacou today. We stopped at Roan Island to clean the bottom. Our bottom seriously looked like a marine sanctuary. There was so much growth on the keel, it took us down almost 2 knots of boat speed. So now that we're all cleaned back up and the hull and keel and rudder is smooth again, we're trucking. We are going 9.2 knots, headed directly at Carriacou, and we're super excited to have a beach with some crystal clear blue water. We can jump off, go swimming, and Roxy can roam the beaches like a free dog.
Stick to them until I'm in the ground. All I know is I'm on my way to become the poor excuse of a better one.
Good job.
It feels good.
It feels better. It doesn't feel 100% yet.
I meant like the rain feels good.
Oh, yeah.
Not everything's about sailing, Curtis.
Okay, sorry.
Just teasing. Catching raindrops. Esau race!
Time to do some racing. 1, 2, 3, 3. Let's see if we can pass all of them.
Oh my gosh, you sound like the Count from Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 3 sailboats to pass.
It's coming for us. I'm gonna go back here. Roxy!
We would soon be enjoying some close-hauled action in between Carriacou and the neighboring islands. Even though we saw the other sailboats roll up their sails, we decided to have a bit of fun.
You man. Ease more. Ease more. Good. Ease jib now. Ease jib. We have to head up here, we have to tack before this island, and we have to tack and go inside of that next island, okay?
Okay, the little bushes thing?
Yeah, you see the bushes with the sand?
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta go to the right of that?
Correct.
Looks like you got a puff coming around this edge right here.
All right.
And you want a little more trim, or are you okay?
I think, yeah, we can do more speed right now.
But there is more breeze, so just be aware.
Yeah. We're gonna harden
the wind
up
is
here.
a little higher, yep.
Okay, pull up wind mode.
How much longer can we go this way?
A little ways.
Okay. Don't bang it, I'd like room for error.
Definitely, I want to tack before we get in under 33 feet of water. So, it's going to be ready to tack in about 10 seconds. I'll count it down, okay? Ready tacking in 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Think this is okay?
What's wrong?
The squall?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be okay. I think it'll be another like 20 knot burner. Ready to use jib? Use more. Perfect, babe. Right on course.
Copy that.
Should we just furl the motor right now? Cruising thing to do?
Yeah, I don't want to hurt
Alright,
the boat.
let's furl.
Okay.
Ease off, all the way. Quick tension, quick! Good, now ease.
East.
Perfect. Let's get the main ready to come down. Full jib with full main, 25 is a bit much, especially with no room to the lead. Just poke it up and turn the motor on and hold it.
There was no need to put the boat in danger, so we furled the sails and motored the last quarter mile to Hillsborough before dropping anchor next to coral heads and sand.
It looks like it landed in sand, to be honest.
A quick swim to check the anchor, and I noticed a few rocks could be an issue if the wind changed direction. But we were running out of daylight and felt pretty settled, so we flew the drone at twilight instead. The next morning we headed into shore to check out the town, but got sidetracked along the way at a tasty beach bar called La Playa. We enjoyed lunch and a few cocktails.
We ordered Cuban sandwiches here in Carriacou, and I'm about to have the best rum punch on the island. Cheers.
That good?
Our bellies were full after the long sail, but of course living on the boat is not just cocktails and yummy sandwiches. So we started another boat project.
Today we're going to make our water maker go from filling just the port tank to also being able to fill the starboard tank. When we originally installed the water maker, we only had enough line to run to one side and we just wanted to get it done and make sure that it worked. But what we found, our starboard side water tank, we don't really use very often. But what happens is if you don't use the water a lot, it gets stale and it's a pain in the neck to transfer from one side to the other. So what we've decided to do is add some fittings which will allow us to control the flow from our water tank to both sides. First thing we need to do is tear up all the cushions to access the water tanks, which are underneath the settee, or we're going to call them the couches today. Here we go. This is our lee cloth, which we fold up when we sail offshore, and it keeps people from rolling out of the bunk. Alright, now that we've got our cushions off, we've got to take off these lee cloth holders, which are screwed down. Now it's time to unscrew our covers over the water tank, which also make up the bottom of the couch. They're screwed down in case we ever go past 90 degrees, they'll stay in place. There you can see our water tank on the port side. Here's our water maker fill hose coming right in here to the tank. This is going to come off and then we're going to reroute this underneath the floor. But first, let's open up the starboard side and see what that looks like. Alright, here's our starboard side water tank. We can see we've got an old fitting that's right here. We're going to replace that, this fitting right here, and all should be good. You can see the two different fittings. We've got our new 1/4 inch fitting going into the tank, and now we've just got to connect the two with a T. Down here is the bilge. We've got a couple of keel bolts. We also have some scuba weights. This right here is our water tank selector switch. This means we can pull from either the port side or starboard side tank. This is only for water out though, not for water in. So we need to add some water in switches here. Alright, so right now we've got water going into both tanks. This is the direction of the water flow. Water comes in through here and then gets split in the T. Either comes to here, flows that, or to here. And then if we want the water maker water to flow into the tank, either goes to this tank, port tank, or starboard tank. And it runs underneath the floor over to that tank.
We happened to spot a dive shop on the way to La Playa and had scheduled a quick dive in the crystal clear blue waters of Carriacou. The pet-friendly dive shop had one of the coolest dive boats we've ever seen. The smooth ride on the catamaran took us to the famous Sisters Islands, known for their abundant sea life and amazing schools of fish. Check it out.
We are headed into the beach that is right over here behind us for a little potluck.
I'm real excited. We got invited last minute and we're gonna go see some new cruising friends and enjoy ourselves over here on Sandy Island, just to the west side of Carriacou, which is that way. So we're gonna go have some drinks, eat some food, and have a jolly old time.
All right, why don't you jump in with us and come to the party?
Nicely done.
Traveling around the world meant leaving our friends and family behind, which is something many of us cruisers and liveaboards and world travelers have in common. So we make the best of it by getting together like a family would. Paddleboards and palm trees turned into tables, and a few volunteers made lobsters during this friendly get-together on Sandy Island. Potluck was cut short as an approaching squall forced us back to our boats to check moorings and anchors. There was clearly a lot of wind and rain on the horizon just as the sun was setting.
just got back from the beach party. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. And here comes the rain. Check it out. There's a wall of water about to hit us.
The sun has set, big rain cloud came through, and we just got back from cruisers potluck. So we had people from 7 or 8 countries, we think we counted. Everybody brought a ton of different types of food. Like, I've never had pasta salad with starfruit in it before, but it was amazing. We were really fortunate to get together when a lot of people can't. So, and I'm gonna say bye now because it's kind of getting dark. So we'll see you guys later.
A boat anchored a little close to us just as the storm was approaching.
I feel like that thing really is going back and forth on its anchor. Yeah, I wonder if I should go say something before dark here.
We turned on the radar to check our distance and watched the swing for a bit. Everything turned out to be a-okay.
There's the dog up here. You want to go for a paddleboard ride?
The next morning the skies cleared, so we decided to enjoy a little beach time with Roxy. I pumped up the paddleboard and Curtis joined us on the beach for a little cocktail picnic under the palm trees.
This is exactly what we went sailing for. Sitting on a deserted island under a palm tree with a beer. This is what it's all about. Yeah, I want to circumnavigate, I want to check that box, but at the same time, this is just relaxing and fun.
Cheers.
Next week on Sweet Ruca, we hear something go snap, the fridge finally dies, and the police give Sweet Ruca a little visit.